What's up? Today I'm going to be doing the book / AuthorTube newbie challenges. I kind of mix them both together into one because I am hoping to do some writing videos on this channel as well as book videos. So this is day 7 here. So sorry, I just spilled water on my shirt also. This is my 3rd time trying to film this video, and every single time I have messed up my camera and not done it correctly. So that's good. The first question is, why did I start this channel? And I guess the answer to that, once I've read a book or watched a movie or a TV show or something, I find I don't relax until I have discussed it and talked about it and kind of put out my thoughts on it. Usually it's just like talking to somebody or writing it down if I really want to, I guess. Articulating my feelings really helps me think critically about something, and I feel a lot better once I've done it. It's very cathartic for me. And I will say that this does only apply to books and TV shows and movies and, you know, examining media, because in real life I do just internalize my feelings forever. So, and I'm not very good at speaking out loud. I'm not an articulate person when I talk, and I'm not very good at articulating how I'm feeling or how I'm thinking out loud, basically. So I do really like to do that, but I'm not very good at it. But I really admire people who are. I think that's why I enjoy YouTube and things like that. My best friend is super good at it. So it's just kind of something I'm hoping to practice and get better at. I thought making videos might be a good way to get more into the habit of speaking clearly. Also, I obviously love books and YA and things like that, and I'm really wanted to start this channel so that I could be part of the community and discuss. What is something unique that I can bring to BookTube? What's going to be unique about my channel is that I'm going to rank every book that I read in relation to Twilight. We don't use star ratings here, we use moon phases. The book has no vampire baseball sequences. 0 out of 10. What am I most excited about for this channel? I've been talking about starting this channel for a really long time, so I'm excited that I am actually doing it, because I don't usually do the things I say I'm gonna do. And I'm also just excited to connect with, you know, the community, hopefully, and talk to people about YA and things we like and things we don't like, and yeah, because there's not a lot of people in my real life that I can chat to about books. So why do I love reading? I've always loved reading, and now that I'm a bit older and I'm also into writing, I do like to read to study the writing aspect of it. Like, I love seeing how other people write, and you know, how they describe and how they narrate and how they do dialogue and things like that. So I like reading for that purpose. And then yeah, other than that, I mean, I love stories, I love mysteries, I love romance, seeing how people fit things together and describe and tell stories. What book or series got me into reading? I think for a lot of people the answer is the same, and that would be Harry Potter. For me, my parents read me Harry Potter when I was 5, and I was obsessed. Then when I was little, I was really into Nancy Drew, the Bobbsey twins, Harriet the Spy, Series of Unfortunate Events. When I was like 11, I was obsessed with the Underland Chronicles by Suzanne Collins, which was her series before the Hunger Games, and I was obsessed. I wrote so much Underland Chronicles fanfiction. So I would say Harry Potter was like my first big major foray into reading series, and then also I'd give the Underland Chronicles a lot of credit for kind of spurring that on. What questions would I ask my favorite booktubers? I would say, why are you guys all so smart and articulate and cool? I can't relate, but proud of you guys. What challenge do I think will be the hardest overcoming starting BookTube? What am I doing? I'm going to say that I think the hardest challenge is going to be making time to make videos and edit videos and write videos. I work a full-time job. I have editing projects on the side that I'm working on, like writing and things like that. So just kind of making the time. It's coming up with new exciting content, and then actually following through and making the content is going to be a lot. When did I start reading? I started reading when I was very young. I didn't read a ton like in high school. Like, I had that reading slump that I think a lot of people have. When I was in university, I did a very intensive literature / philosophy program where we pretty much read 4 books every week. So I read a lot then. And then after university, I worked for a while as an in-house fiction editor for a publishing house. So I read every single day, 9 to 5. That was my job. So I have been reading since I was very little, and reading has always been a part of my life. Where do I usually read? I do usually read in bed. And also I listen to audiobooks a lot, so I often listen to those in my car or when I'm at the gym. What kind of books do I like to read? I do like to mostly read YA. I also really love middle grade. I otherwise don't really discriminate that much. I'll pretty much read anything that strikes my attention. However, I don't really like to read very like super dark books. I just find books that are like a very, very dark subject matter, they kind of get in my head a lot, and then I kind of am sad in real life, like I get too much into them, so I don't like to read them that much. I would much rather read something enjoyable. I don't know. I don't enjoy reading dark books, so. Okay, so this is where I'm going to sort of transition into the more writing-based questions, because I guess I should say, as I have not said it yet, my book is getting published. So I have a young adult contemporary mystery novel that is coming out next fall in 2020, so that is super exciting. I don't think it's really hit me yet. I'm in edits for it right now. I did find out it was getting published in January, so I've been working on it since then, and the new draft is due at the end of this month, which is crazy. It's very exciting, and yeah. So what genres do I write in? My book is a contemporary mystery young adult novel, as I just said, which is usually what I write. Like everything I've pretty much written has been a young adult. Not always contemporary, not always a mystery, but I do usually just write young adult. I would one day love to write a middle grade book though. I do love middle grade. What is my preferred writing tense and point of view? My novel is third person past tense, which I like, and then the book I'm writing now is first person present, and I think they both have their pros and cons. Like I'll be writing in one tense and I'm like, oh, I wish this was first person so that I could, you know, say what I want, like make this bit better, just like work better for what I'm trying to say. But I think they both have their pros and cons. I think I slightly prefer third person past tense. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? So as I just said, I am yet to be, or soon to be published, I guess. My book's coming out in fall 2020. What AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? I would like to make videos sort of between now and my publication date about sort of the publication process and the publishing journey that I'm going through, potentially like writing blogs and things like that. I also used to work as a fiction editor, so I would like to maybe make some kind of dedicated videos to the publishing process, like the submission process, you know, on like what editors are looking for, tips for submissions. When did I start writing? I started writing when I was very young. I would be the kid in class who, when we were all silent reading, I'd be like, can I please write my novel? My teacher would be like, God. So I've been writing for a long time, and the book that I'm getting published, I actually started writing when I was in the 8th grade, which is terrifying. I mean, obviously it's changed a ton since then, but a lot hasn't. Like, a lot of the story skeleton is the same, so that's crazy to me. What was the first story I ever wrote? The first story I ever wrote was called Black Medallion, and it was a ripoff of The Lion King starring horses. And I don't even like horses, so I don't know why I did that. Do I schedule my writing sessions or simply get writing in whenever I find the time? I definitely do not schedule my writing sessions. I will wake up in the morning and say, hey, I need to write today. I will not write all day, and then when I go to bed, I will be like, I feel like writing, and then I'll stay up all night. Like, it's just, me and my friend used to have writing party sleepovers, which was really fun, and actually kind of productive. I think if you have another person there to hold you accountable, it kind of does work. But otherwise, yeah, I don't schedule anything. I just kind of write when I want, and usually when I'm drinking. And the last question is, do I type on a computer, a typewriter, or write everything out by hand? And I guess my answer would be like I use kind of a mix. If I really, really need to write, I will write by hand because I can't be on my laptop if I really need to write, because I will get distracted by my computer. If I really need to get something on paper, I will write hard copy. I also love editing on hard copy. I love to have a hard copy of a manuscript and go through by hand and edit that way. But I also like editing on my computer through track changes and things like that. The first draft of my novel was actually written in 2 scribblers, like 10 years ago. Yeah, so there they are. Yikes. Anyway, so that is it for my booktube / authortube newbie tag. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want. Get on in. Let's go. Bye. Yikes.